Okay, here we go. I'm going to read this. Are you ready? Here we go. Look, goals. As with every season, we like to continually review our goals and evaluate how we're tracking towards them. Specifically for competitive play, we focus heavily on competitive integrity. Players have an even playing field in their competitive matches. Progression opportunities. Players have meaningful goals to reach for. Team or organized play. Players are aware of and can participate in opportunities to play with others of similar intent and skill. Okay. Evaluate these goals by reviewing player sentiment and other metrics such as match availability, time to queue, quality, are matches competitive and fair, and whether or not matches are compelling to participate in. Are they satisfying? Do they deliver on player intent? And do they offer a sense of progression? Ultimately, we want to bring everyone a competitive game filled with opportunities that match their individual talent and expectations. To this, we try to create experiences in the form of different solo queue moves and mechanics. For example, solo queue duo queue is all about creating a competitive environment to prove your mastery of League of Legends at the individual level, while Clash is there to test your mettle as a team. Both experiences have their strengths and weaknesses, but are generally going in the direction that we've been targeting. Let's dig in. What's happening now? So we have some clear issues with overall matchmaking and queue health that we want to address early in the season that include the following updates. Revival MMR. We found that our current systems aren't as accurate as we hoped in maintaining the expected MMR players that are taking a break from the game. True. Be it a few weeks or a year plus. As such, we're implementing a more dynamic approach to Revival MMR and MMR decay across all queues that provide those players with fairer matches in their first 5 to 10 games back as they rediscover their muscle memory and game knowledge. 5 to 10 games! My buttocks, dude. More like 150 to 200 for certain people. Like, what is going on? Oh my lord, 5 to 10. Boosting evaluation. We've addressed some boosting issues late last year, but we're still not happy with the current state of the game here. Looking at rank flex queue in particular, we saw issues with low MMR and high MMR combined premades that abused MMR discrepancy and account sharing to rapidly boost accounts to where they didn't belong. We addressed this in the short term by restricting the top tier players to only playing with other accounts at similar ranks. We acknowledge there's a lot more to do here, and we plan on working directly with our anti-cheat system to identify solutions. Okay, that's fine. Challenges launch. We're getting close to the launch of Challenges. It's been a complex project with its own unique challenges, pun intended. We are happy with how expansive we've been able to make it and are excited to roll out to players globally. We're currently planning for Challenges to go live in 12.9. That said, the launch of Challenges is just the beginning. We plan to continually invest in leveling up Challenges so it lives up to our robust progression experience for all League players. Okay. Rank queue and the pre-made problem. From a high-level viewpoint, solo duo queue is currently in the healthiest states we've ever seen. What? Autofill is at its lowest ever global rate, hovering between 0.5 and 3% of player games. Queue times are at a 2-year low in many large regions and hovering firm in our small regions. Lastly, MMR accuracy is strong, where 90% of players are playing those within a maximum of 2 divisions of their rank, with a steady win prediction accuracy to back it up. That said, we do share issues with solo and duo queue that consistently point to our accommodation of pre-made duos that directly adds quality and population volatility into the matchmaking mix. Causes games with duos of imbalanced MMR to impact our autofill secondary roles, sometimes double the chances. Queue times. 10 seconds increase for players per game on average, and most importantly, game quality metrics, upwards of 10% win rate spread in both directions. On the flip side, we started a significant decline in the health of rank flex queue, where queue time 7 min on average for 3-person parties, and match quality 2 to 4 division discrepancies between games have diverged significantly. The ironic thing here is the total population in rank flex queue remains healthy, but the pre-made distribution and makeup of that population has shifted to a point where it's difficult to make matches at a quality bar we'd like. The root cause of this is the high number of 3-person parties that want to play together with not enough 1s and 2s to fill them out, as these solo duo queue players can just opt to play a different game. This can cause those matchmaking envelopes to expand to a point where queue times and quality expectations cannot reconcile. Additionally, the difficulties making quality matches for our most popular pre-made size amplify the impact of what is going on. To put it simply, our inability to match pre-meds in a compatible way is a detriment to the system that doesn't have the path to get back to being healthy without significant change. In the past, when we saw this, we attempted to resolve these issues by merging both queues together dynamically. With learning from the dynamic queue, which we won't be revisiting, and deeper understanding of the player intent now, we know that's not going to work, so what do? So what we're investigating, solo-only mode. In order to match player intent and provide the healthiest competitive individual queue possible, we're reevaluating our take on solo duo and exploring a world where solo players play in solo queue and pre-mades play in rank flex or organized 5 modes. On paper, the system and quality indicators look really good. For example, in solo-only queue, we would expect an even further decrease in autofill and secondary rates. Queue times could decrease by up to 5% for 99% of players. Win rate advantages due to team disparities would vanish completely. Boosting would be eradicated. No, it wouldn't. What are you talking about? You're actually just creating more. You're creating more boosting orders. What are you saying? Boosting with duo would be eradicated, but you're creating more boosting orders. Not account boost. Yeah, you're right. Okay. We would expect between team and within team MMR 90% of players to be within one division rank of each other during peak hours. In addition, we'd like to see the following for our rank flex queue: an increase in queue population, drastic improvements to match quality, a significant decrease in queue times for parties of 3, increase in overall match quality and competitiveness, increased opportunity for organized. All that said, we absolutely want to be confident that our duo population, which is significant in the size, can still find a competitive environment before making any large changes to the current. It can't be a competitive environment because elite players and top players don't play flex queue. No one sees flex queue as a competitive environment. This means reinvesting in ranked flex queue integrity with our anti-cheat team and finding a natural way for solo. Oh my lord. You know what's really funny is a couple of months ago, I think Nemesis talked about it, I talked about it, etc. There's a lot of pro players, you can actually find tweets about this. A lot of pro players have called for duo queue to come back and master, grandmaster, and challenger MMR. And the reason that or a lot of them have called for this is because what you might have noticed is that in League of Legends, there's almost no more collaborations anymore, right? There's no more collaborations. When is the last time you saw people collab that wasn't them playing Flex together or them doing, like, Clash together, which is not, like, real collaboration. In the sense that, like, it's not, like, genuine collab. Back in the day, you used to have top players actually just stream their duo queue sessions together. That's what you used to do. Nowadays, no one's collabing with each other, and this is also leaking into Twitch streams. And so, because no one's collabing together, what ends up happening is a lot of high MMR players are actually going on low MMR accounts in order to just smash versus Smurf queue. And, well, or not smash versus Smurf queue, but they go on low MMR accounts just because it's easier, they get higher queue times, and everything is just, like, healthier, because you can't actually do collaboration content that easily anymore. Even if you both get low MMR accounts and you try to do collaboration content, what ends up happening is you both get into Smurf queue relatively quickly. And if that ends up happening, then you're doomed as well, because now yes, you are still playing. It's just so weird, and this is just going to make it even more rare. All right. We're evaluating our queue portfolio. We believe a healthy competitive system is more than just ranked mode and also includes the other game modes like normals and ARAM. This means that in order to keep the game healthy, it's also important to continually revisit our other game modes on a regular basis. We have to ask ourselves, what do changes that our non-ranked queues as healthy as possible look like? Opportunities. What does blind pick look like if we guarantee you can get the champion you want? And oh my god. Further expanding progression with the challenge. Oh my lord. What an absolutely horrendous idea. But also, I don't even understand the argument about how, so because there's a long queue time for people that have parties of 3, you have to somehow go after solo queue, because apparently the people that want to play solo or just play with 2 people have to accommodate the people that want to play with 3 or 4. Like, what the hell is going on? But also, I feel like streamers, pro players, etc., which are streaming on Twitch, right, and making YouTube content and all this other stuff, if you... Streamers are already getting burned out and talking about it so negatively, but also this makes it worse for even pro players if, like, they go to boot camp and stuff. So, like, one of the things that happened with C9 in Korea is Winsome and Berserker had to get 3 different accounts in order to play with each other. They had to request 3 separate Riot accounts in order to keep playing with each other. And also, streamers don't really even touch Clash. Because even Clash is something in and of itself. It's so weird. No, you don't say who cares about... Oh, God. Oh, dude, some people in chat giving me... Oh, my God, my brain's swelling. All right, this was rough. This was rough. This was really rough. This is, like... Honestly, I mean, them even writing this probably just means this is doomed. Probably just means it's doomed. Dude, League is just... Dude, League is actually... I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I cannot imagine there's anyone that actually supports this. Okay, not like no one actually supports this. What I would imagine is that 9 out of 10 people would not support this. Doesn't matter that 9 out of 10 people aren't pros or streamers, okay? Most people consume content that are from the streamers. Most people consume content that are from the YouTubers. 9 out of the 10 people, okay, that are queuing as the 3 or whatever are not going, like, What do you want? You want the one extra person from solo duo? Like what are you saying? How do you even quantify the silent majority? What are you saying? There are literally millions of people that consume League of Legends content from aforementioned streamers, pros, and content creators. What are you saying? Oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord.